Hey guys, so I'm trying to record. This is like the third time. But eventually I got out of San Bernardino jail. They sent me back to LA County Jail. I was found competent. I had a lawyer who took care of I had another small trespassing charge from, bothering a business when I was manic. So I had to deal with that. So I pled guilty to that, and they gave me time served for my DUI because I had a DUI from a couple years prior. I was actually on probation for that DUI when I was arrested. So both of those charges were handled with my lawyer. They, basically case dismissed. I pled guilty, case dismissed. But I had this like massive felony charge for burglarizing this home, and I had no intention of stealing anything in this home. Regardless of whether I was in my right mind or not, I do not steal. Like, I just don't. I just don't. I've never stolen anything and sold it in my entire life. But for whatever reason, like, I was completely manic. I don't remember any of this. The guy has pictures, like the police have pictures of the screens ripped apart, and there's pictures of all these like really expensive watches like laid out on his bed. I don't know where this guy got all these expensive watches, but apparently they were in a drawer, and he said that I pulled them out and like that I ransacked their house. The house was not ransacked. It was pretty much pristine other than a makeup bag that I had grabbed and thrown on the bed because I had like started messing with some of the makeup. Basically, I walked in the house because I heard the dog incessantly barking. I thought this dog needed help. I easily remove a side window screen that pops right out and walks in. So I have no idea how these back screens were ripped. I don't know how these watches got on the bed. I have no idea. But when you're manic, you do black out. I do know I had no intention of robbing these people. I do know I had no intention of robbing them and stealing these watches and trying to sell them or something. That's just not the kind of person that I am. I mean, I went to a Billie Eilish concert a month ago with my sister, found a wallet with like a couple $100 on it in it and turned everything in. Like, that's just, I'm like a goody two shoes like that. But I have a really long rap sheet because when I was manic, I was so confused, I broke the law. And it sucks because I worked my ass off. I went to college, like, and this was after like my first episode. Like, I like dug myself out of this grave and paid my way through college. And I remember when I was in LA County Jail, I remember one of the cops saying, well, when we were going to and from court, saying, well, we all make decisions in this life, and you made decisions, and that's why you're here. And I just felt like saying, you're such an asshole. Like, you have no clue. Like, it wasn't my fault. And even at this time, I didn't know it wasn't my fault. So I get out on bail. I'm completely scared out of my mind because I'm facing felony charges. The DA wants to put me in prison for 2 years. And so my lawyer says, hey, a lot of times in these cases, they will send you to a program, which would be like, you live in like a halfway house or whatever, and you go to therapy, and it's like some sort of program. He says, so get into a mental health program on your own, find one that you can get into. And so it already shows that you're working on your mental health. So I'm like, okay. So I signed up for an IOP program, which is intensive outpatient therapy. And I went 5 days a week from like 8 in the morning to like 3 in the afternoon for a few months. And then it got cut down to three times a week. And this is where I learned, this was the first time anyone ever told me, everything that you have like done, all the mistakes you've made when you're manic, none of that was your fault. Like, I'm like 40 years old at this point, and it's the first time I'm ever hearing that it wasn't my fault. And sorry, I'm getting emotional, but this is why, like, for me, it's so important to like share my story and talk to other people about it, because like when you live your whole life thinking the all these horrible mistakes and these mean things that you've said to people and these friends that you've lost and these material things that you've lost, which don't really mean anything when you've lost things like friendships and family members and, you know, pets, like I lost my cat, you know. When all of these things happen and you think they're your fault, and then someone finally tells you, hey, it's not your fault, you were sick, like your brain wasn't working, like it's like you can like for me it was like it just made me took this massive weight off, and like a little less hatred towards myself, a little bit more like caring about myself. So God, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Anyways, that's all I have to say today. I'll tell you guys more about the IOP program tomorrow and the pain in the ass DA and all that other stuff. Then hope you have a good day. See, I'm all better now. Bye.